So it's another absolutely stunning day up at Gisburn, and I'm here up at the Leap of Faith. We did a big dig day yesterday. There was one volunteer turned up. Big shout out to Darren. Cheers for all the help yesterday, massively appreciated. And we managed to get quite a lot done. We've moved a considerable amount of stone, and we've basically got the Leap of Faith lander still to do. The little version over there, there's a lot of gravel that we're going to utilise. The push stroke ride up, which cuts around there, is going to finish off obviously with a bit of gravel there. We'll sort that out in due course. But the grass here is to be removed today, and I started and stayed obviously after the others had gone to do a bit more on this berm here. But the main thing, the whole purpose of this is now taking shape. Sorry, the first jump here that we can see, the first lower level, is pretty much in shape, as is the final version. Is going to have probably another maybe 4 to 6 inches of gravel over the top of that, so it will actually come up in height. The middle one of the three again is going to be again a lot more in height, but we've got to cover that in a lot of gravel. The takeoffs are all going to be obviously nicely shaped, and then the big one to the side is going to be ideally another foot on top of this top rock. The height of it at the moment is nowhere near, the gap of which is going to be towards, I don't know, maybe 6 foot as a gap, but that will be eventually backfilled as well, so there won't be faced like a big wall or anything to look at. It will actually be backfilled, but there's probably maybe a foot, you know, so it will be a genuine gap. But the idea with this whole area is for progression. The run into it is going to be a nice long straight, which will give you plenty of composure time. That's going to be re-gravelled as well. The lander itself is going to be wide, and there's going to be plenty of time to get, again, composure before you go into this berm. What actually happens after the berm, it may change. On my original plans, I kind of drew in a 90, then a couple of rollers that you could maybe double, but then obviously another berm. Because of the amount of stone, gravel and stuff in the pile where the Leap of Faith actually was, yesterday I stayed and obviously cut out a lot there. Whether or not that actually we go down that deep, I don't know. I may rejiggle and we may utilize what is actually here into another feature, but as we kind of progress in this whole thing, we'll kind of make our minds up and we'll kind of go with it. I've kind of positioned these rocks into a position where I thought was going to be all right, and then I've like looked at it again, and I keep looking at it and thinking, no, that's not right, isn't that? So I do want to change this, because I think the berm itself wants to be a little bit tighter. The main key thing up here for me is actually to have some good jumps that people can actually practice, learn and progress with, but also some berms that people can actually hit at a fast pace and can really launch out of them. So it's as important for me to get these berms right as it is to actually get the jumps right as well. So yeah, it's coming on. We've done one day and we've made a massive indent into the work that needs to be done. We're just lacking volunteers. Obviously, the more manpower that we have, the more we can actually get done. So for all those that aren't familiar with the area, this is going to be the start of the advanced skills loop, and that really gnarly rocky feature that Tanya's just come down leads you into another rock drop there, and that leads you into the trail just in there. I will show you all around this side, so you can basically peel off to the left and come down this part of the trail. This is, as you can tell, not ridden as much because a lot of people don't actually explore here, so that's why I thought I may as well start that video to show you what's actually up there. There's a bit of a crossroads here because this obviously comes down from the bottom of that drop, and this obviously leads straight into it as well. So either or, that's obviously the smoother run down, and you come straight into this. Leads you in to what will be a set of 3 jumps. One. Now where this smaller one is will be the ride up, the push up, the ride up, marked here obviously with a couple of white lines. I've then started to mark the outside of here, which was the run-in for the leap of faith, which obviously is going to get completely blocked off because that no longer is needed. So the run and the ride up, obviously to the left, that's obviously got all the grass tufts. That's going to get backfilled with the grass that obviously we're moving out of here. So that is what we've managed to achieve. 3 of us have managed to achieve on day 1 of the advanced skills area.